Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of reading Parshas Vayigash. The Parsha begins with a tremendous amount of drama as Yehuda comes forth before Yosef. The brothers finally find out that Yosef was really the viceroy that they were bowing to. The family reunion is filled with emotion. And Yosef sends the brothers back to his father Yaakov to bring Yaakov down to Mitzrayim. When they come back to Canaan and they tell their father that Yosef is alive, the pasuk says, "Vayofag libo ki lo ha'amin lahem." His heart skipped a beat. He was faint. He didn't believe them. And then it says, "Vayar Yaakov es ha'agolos," and Yaakov saw the wagons. "Vatchi ruach Yaakov avihem," and the spirit of their father Yaakov is awakened. It becomes alive again, because the wagons represented, as Rashi says, the last thing that Yaakov and Yosef had learned before Yosef was ripped away from his family, the Parsha of Eglah Arufa. And even though it's not exactly the same thing, Eglah and Agolos are similar play on words, and so Yaakov's spirit is alive. When Yaakov's spirit is alive, he plans to come down to Mitzrayim. And the pasuk says that Hashem appears to him and says, "Al tira merdo Mitzrayim." Don't be afraid of going down to Egypt. Why should Yaakov be afraid? He just found out that his beloved son Yosef was still totally aware of the Torah that he had learned with him. Even though he was the viceroy in Egypt, he remembered the Torah, and that brought about the reawakening of the divine spirit within Yaakov. Why should he now be afraid? And then the pasuk says that Hashem tells him, "V'Yosef Yoshis Yodov al Einecha," and Yosef will place his Yodo, his hand. Yosef will place Yodo, his hand, al Einecha, on your eyes. What does it mean? And Yosef will place his hand on your eyes. Immediately following that, it says that Yaakov got up and went. This good piece of news that Yosef would put his hand on Yaakov's eyes gave him the impetus to go down to Mitzrayim. All the Mefarshim, the Even Ezra, the Balaturim, the Or HaChaim HaKadosh, they all hint to the fact that this meant that Yosef was going to close Yaakov's eyes, as is the custom when someone dies. Yosef's going to be around, Hashem tells Yaakov, when you pass away. And this is what gives Yaakov the good feeling. Of course, there's no question, every parent wants to know that his children will be around him when he takes leave of this temporal world. But at the same time, what was the positive message that Yaakov imbibed from the words of Hashem that gave him the impetus to be strong and vayokam, to go and go down, to get up and to go? It's not only that he was afraid, as the Or HaChaim HaKadosh, that he, Yaakov, would predecease Yosef, as he mentioned many times before this, that biyogon she'ola, I'm going to go down with trembling and with travail to the grave, because he was afraid he would predecease Yosef. But that's not the only meaning of the Yosef Yoshis Yodo al Einecha. Yosef will place his hand on your eyes. There's a positive message here. The Menachem Tzion hints at it. And the way we can understand it is as follows. You know, Yad, the hand, is the symbol of power, the symbol of all that we do in our lives. We stretch forth our hand and we do our jobs. The Yad is the symbol of the actions and the power that we human beings have. And the eyes are the way you see the world. It's interesting. When we say Shema, we cover our eyes with our hand, as if to say, the power that we have is all dependent upon Shema Yisrael, upon the way we see the world and recognize that Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. In fact, those are the words that the brothers said to Yaakov right before he passed away. Shema Yisrael, hear our father Israel, Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. And so the eyes of Yaakov, the ayin Yaakov, the eye of Yaakov was the way Yaakov looked out on the world. And Hashem said, not only does Yosef remember his Torah, not only does Yosef remember what you taught him, but all of his power is to place his hand on your eyes. His power is to continue to focus and act based on your view of the world and your teachings, based on what you've absorbed from Avraham and Yitzchak, based on the future of the Jewish people in light of the teachings of our forefathers. So when Hashem says to Yaakov, Yosef Yoshis Yodo Aleinecha, Yosef will place his hand on your eyes. It means he will place his hand on your teachings, on your Torah. He will make it the major PowerPoint focus of his life. All of his energy, all of his power is going to be only for the Einecha, for your Yaakov's eyes, and the Ayin Yaakov, the way you see the world as was taught to you in the tradition of Avraham and Yitzchak, that they understood and learned the Torah through their brilliance, and as Yaakov passed it on and the Jewish people ultimately came to Har Sinai and received that prophecy of the Torah. So when it says Yosef Yoshis Yodo Aleinecha, Yosef will place his hand on your eyes, this was a positive impetus to Yaakov. Aha! It's not just that Yosef is going to say goodbye to me. It's that Yosef's going to carry on my teachings. I'm ready to go down to Egypt. I can bear anything. I can take slavery. I can take exile. I can take everything if I know that the Yosef Yoshis Yodo Aleinecha, the future of the Jewish people, is bright because the children place their hand on the vision of the tradition of the Jewish people. Vayigash Elov Yehuda. Yehuda came close. Yosef came close, and he put his hand on the eyes of Yaakov, on the teachings. That's power of the Jewish people. That's the greatness of Yosef HaTzadik, and that's the greatness of the future of the Jewish people. May we all be blessed that our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, all our friends and relatives take the lesson of Yosef, Yoshis Yodo Al Einecha. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.